name is Lauren Games, and I am the helper. And this is my friend Emily McKenna, and she's going to be our helpee. All right, hello, Emily.
Hello, Whitley, Lauren Whitley Games. Let me tell you my problem. I think that my biggest problem right now is that I am so overwhelmed and stressed, and my plate is so full. My plate is like a Thanksgiving plate. It is like the fullest plate you could get, okay? I'm a full-time college student. I work full-time in elementary school. I'm also a part-time Mary Kay consultant, which I love. I also recently just moved out, so I have my own bills to pay, my own cooking and cleaning and keeping up and everything else to do. I also have a boyfriend. I try to have a social life that doesn't really happen. There's just a lot happening right now, and my plate is absolutely full.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, right now you're just telling me that you're very overwhelmed and kind of stressed out because of everything that's going on in your life. You know, like you said, you are in school, you're a Mary Kay consultant, and you're also, you have a full-time or a part-time job. So you're doing that, and everything is just kind of building up over time, and you're just a little stressed out.
Yeah, for sure. And I think I've always been this way. I've always wanted to compile everything on. And even when I was younger, I remember I would like set a schedule for my weekends and be like, okay, from this time to this time, I'm going to play with my Barbies, and then I'm going to go outside, and then I'm going to hang out with my dad. Like, I always had scheduled times to do everything, and that's how I've always been. And I like it that way. I like to have a schedule, but I feel like at this point, I'm just so busy. And I remember a couple weeks ago when we had a snow day and my classes got canceled, I had an unexpected window of free time, and I literally did not know what to do. And that's really when it made me realize I'm just so busy that I don't know how to not be busy. Yeah. So I'm such a wired person all the time that it's like I don't know how to chill. I don't know how to calm down.
So what you're telling me is you're very, you like to have a schedule, you like to follow by your schedule, and with, you know, school and work, you know, being a lot, sometimes you might not know how to manage your time when you do not have to do anything. Yeah. And so that's kind of different and complicated at times, but you're trying to figure that out.
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, as the years go on, I just keep adding more and more things to my plate. And, you know, I'm working 30 hours a week in an elementary school, and I go to school for 15 credit hours right now. And when you think about it, I mean, like Monday through Friday, my days are completely full. I leave the house at dark. I don't get back to my house until it's dark. I'm literally gone all day long, and I think that you don't realize the little amount that you're piling on and what it adds up to. And I don't know any other college student that works as much as I do right now, but it's like I have bills to pay. I have to, you know, fulfill my time as much as I can. But I'm really spreading myself thin. And I would like to be able to put my time into these different categories, you know, the time that each category deserves, rather than spreading myself thin and not being efficient in any of the categories.
Yes. So you're saying because you have so much on your plate, it seems to stress you out at times, and that you are trying to figure out the best way to manage your time and manage everything that's going on in your life. And by doing that, you want to make sure you have time for, you know, yourself and for the other things that come into your life, like Mary Kay, which you're just now starting.
Yeah, oh yeah, I am so stressed. And I feel like, you know, I'm in school because society says I need a degree, so that's why I'm in it. But honestly, I foresee it as being like a back burner, a plan B type thing. And if I didn't have so much financial help with school, I would not be in it right now. I love doing Mary Kay. I love everything about it, and I really see myself doing that full time when I get out of school. So really, I feel like I'm putting so much time into my education just for it to be a plan B. So right now, it kind of feels like, you know, a waste of my time, honestly, because I see myself being a full-time mom. Eventually, I want to get married. My boyfriend and I have been together for 4.5 years, so hopefully that's coming up soon. I'll have, you know, kids in the future, and I want to be with them as much as I can. And I don't want to have a job where it's like a 9-to-5 situation where I have to like ask off for sick days or ask off for personal days, that kind of thing. So I really feel like Mary Kay is better for my life plan. So I feel like I want to be putting so much more time and effort into my Mary Kay business and less into school, but right now that's not even like a question.
Yeah. So you're trying to think about the long term too, not just about like what's going on right now with school and the things that you're in right now, but what you want your future to look like when you do have kids one day. And like you said, Mary Kay kind of seems to give you that because it's more flexible on school schedule. You don't have to ask off when your kids are sick and stuff like that. So it sounds like you're just trying to do what you think is best right now about getting your education because you have your parents' help and financially supporting it. So because of that, you're wanting to continue, but you just don't know what the long-term goal is going to be, or like what you're going to end up doing, if education will be, you know, what you're going to do with the rest of your life, or if you go on to Mary Kay.
Right, yeah, that's what I feel. And I think a lot of college kids are stressed. I feel like a lot of students have a lot on their plates. Everybody has a lot to do, and everybody feels overwhelmed. And especially right now, it's finals time, so I'm feeling like extra stressed and overwhelmed. But I do feel like I'm holding myself together pretty well. I just don't know how much more I can really put onto my plate. And I feel like I need to lessen my load for sure, you know, whether that's dropping a credit hour of classes or maybe not working at my scheduled job so much. I think that would be beneficial, but I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm a college student too, so I do understand. But it sounds like you're just trying to figure out, you know, how to manage your time right now and try to, you know, do the best you can with school and all the things that's going on in your life, but you're not completely sure, you know, exactly how it's all going to work out, but you're okay and you're just moving along.
Yeah, I'm trying my best. I mean, I feel like, you know, there's only so much you can do, and I feel like this is just a learning process, and every semester's schedule is different, so every, you know, work situation's different every semester, so I feel like I'm constantly learning, you know, how to balance my schedule more. So hopefully next semester with my classes being on the mornings 5 days a week, that'll help me to really like spread myself out and take more time for myself and allow myself to work super part-time with both of my jobs and everything, and allow myself to focus on good grades in school because that's the most important right now. I want to get out.
Yes. So what you're saying is you're just trying to work on your time management with school and how it's going to, you know, kind of benefit you, not to be so stressed out, just kind of focusing on, you know, doing good in school and not really worrying about if you're going to continue with education or not, but just focusing on right now.
Yeah, and I think it's always really important to, you know, finish what you started, and so that's kind of where I'm at right now with school, and I feel like that's important with anything really, but I do want to finish my degree. I want to have my degree. I just don't know if I'll necessarily be using it, and if I don't, that's okay, but it is definitely allowing my time to be spread very thin for everything, for, you know, school and work and everything else. So it's a stressor, that's for sure. And, you know, I live 40 minutes from where I go to classes, so the commute is hard. And like I said, I leave the house when it's dark and I get home when it's dark. And that's, you know, draining on you mentally because I never see the sun unless I'm in a building. And that's not fun. So it's just a lot of going all the time. And, you know, I'm a morning person, so anything past the afternoon time, 3 o'clock, I feel like my brain's not as, you know, as efficient as it could be. And so if I could just have a schedule where I could be home and in bed by like 7 p.m., that would be golden. Yes. But when you're a college student, that's hard. So
yes. So you're trying to figure out the best way to kind of go about like with school and time management, like I stated before, but mainly, you know, not trying to put a lot on your plate and just trying to push through what you have going on right now and trying to figure out a better schedule for your school.
Yeah, and I really feel like there's no such thing as the perfect school schedule because you can only take certain classes as your, you know, as your personal schedule allows you to, and as they're offered. And some classes aren't offered in spring semester; they're offered in fall, and vice versa. And so that's really difficult to try to build that into your personal schedule as well. So you kind of just have to move your personal schedule around to be able to fit your school schedule. So that's always a stressor as well.
All right. So yeah, it just, you know, with everything going on, you know, right now you feel that, you know, time management is very important, like you said, and that with school, in your work schedule and your Mary Kay, that you're just trying to figure out a great way to balance it all. And by doing that, you just have to, you know, focus on what you're doing.
Yeah, for sure. I'll just keep trucking along.
Yes. Yes.